Well, Billy, let's talk about Miles for a second. He does. He does seem to have quite a bit of remorse now over what happened and what he's done, but obviously he couldn't bring himself to kill Monroe yet again for a second time.
Yeah, what a pussy. Can I say pussy?
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yes, I think we're being live streamed, actually. Hello, live stream folks. So no, I think it's the internet, so we're required.
Turns out no. Turns out not so.
No, it's the internet. We're required to say some.
On the Dick Van Dyke panel. It's okay for us.
But talk about where this character is going, and is he sort of making amends now? Has he turned the corner? Is he a redeemable character, or has he just gone too far down that road?
Well, redeemable is kind of the thing that I bring up with Kripke a lot. Actually, it's when I see some of the pages that come in, one of my biggest question marks is this redeemable or not? But as we saw in the first half of the season, Miles didn't want to be here in the first place. Now that he's found himself thrown into this family that he never really recognized anyway, he's starting to face those undeniable conflicts of what will I do for these people that surround me, and we're going to start to see a little bit of what really, when I first heard about this show and they first talked to me about it, is the stuff that I really wanted to explore, the soft, chewy center of the guy, and where is that, and how does it reveal itself, and how will he allow it to reveal itself?
And then, of course, the other big question is Miles and Nora, and looks like there's a little more action coming up in the second half. So
did we see some of that?
We did see some of that. So things seem to heat up there. We're still a little in the dark about the history of this relationship. Clearly, it started out when Miles was still leading the militia. Yeah. And will we slowly start to learn more the backstory, the history of this?
Yeah. They were, she was a kind of a badass bounty hunter, and he was general of the militia, and both of them were, really violent and had dark pasts, and are both in their very different ways trying to redeem themselves. And what I think is interesting about, what makes them really fun to write, and which is, I think, a really important point on this show, is that were the show to take place 5 years earlier, Miles would be the bad guy, and he's a former bad guy trying to be good, and trying to be human, and trying to have his family, and that's really fun to write, because he can be a real son of a bitch in backstory, and he really flirts with some of those impulses again, because coming up in the second half of the season, like, he's thrust into this position where he has to be a general again. But a general for him is sort of like falling off the wagon of everything he's been running from. And so it's been really fun, and Billy's been killing it. And it's been really fun to play, because he's a really complicated protagonist. I think he's totally, for the record, Billy, I think he's totally redeemable because he's trying. And trying's the thing. Yeah. And he never gives up. And even though he stumbles, and even though more secrets are revealed of his backstory, you're like, Jesus, he was a bastard. He's trying to be better, and that's everything, because isn't that what we're all trying to do?
Well, if he's anything like me, I can justify anything.
So it's fun.